Cabo San Lucas, Ensenada, Puntarenas, Acajutla, Acapulco. 5 ports on our Pacific Coast cruise, and at every single one, we face the same questions you're going to face. Is it actually worth getting off the ship? And more importantly, is it safe? We're retired, our time is not unlimited, our money doesn't grow on trees, and honestly, a couple of these ports gave us pause before we even booked. But we did it, all 5, and we're going to tell you exactly what we did, what we paid, what surprised us, and the one stop we almost skipped, but we're glad we didn't. No spin, here's what's real.
Hi, I'm Doug, this is Leah, and we're Go Travel Life. We started this channel as a hobby, and we just got back from a Pacific Coast cruise.
We're going to cover 5 ports, starting with Puntarenas, Costa Rica. We then went to Acajutla, El Salvador, and then we did Acapulco, Cabo San Lucas, and Ensenada in Mexico. We're going to tell you what we did, what we paid, and whether it was worth our time to get off the ship.
And we're also going to talk about safety, as a couple of these ports, the ship did require police escorts for all excursions that the ship sponsored.
Yeah, so we'll give you our honest feedback on whether we felt safe. So first up, Costa Rica. Our first stop, Puntarenas, Costa Rica. Ship excursion, we paid $139 per person for a 7-hour day. One practical note before we get into it, Costa Rica had major storms before we arrived and part of the road was washed away. Construction slowed everything down. Tours that left after us were 2 hours late getting back to the ship. The ship waited, they were ship excursions, so it had to. But if you're planning this port, know that conditions here can change. Build in patience. Tourist police were visible throughout the day, completely unobtrusive. We felt entirely at ease.
Hit the San Luis Park in the San Ramon Rainforest, and within about 30 seconds these birds are feeding on melon. They have absolutely no interest in the fact that you're standing 2 feet away. Good introduction to how the park works. The trail winds through genuine rainforest, waterfalls along the path, jungle sounds everywhere, the kind of quiet that's not actually quiet.
Here's an example of one of the many suspension bridges you'll be walking over. File that away if heights aren't your thing. But this one gives you some stunning views of the river below. And this next one is quite a bit higher, longer, and it moves. We loved every second of it, but make sure you can handle the movement.
This is a walking tree. It can move up to 2 meters per year.
There's color everywhere you look.
These industrious little guys were everywhere in the rainforest.
The Hummingbird Garden was our last stop in the park. Nothing we say here does it justice, just watch. Dozens of birds, constant motion, every direction. Give yourself more time here than you think you need.
After the hike, we did enjoy a nice lunch and a beer before getting back onto the bus. 7 hours total, a beautiful morning, and then on the way back, our guide made us stop at this souvenir shop. We weren't really happy about that.
And then we wandered around back. That is a peacock in full display behind a souvenir shop in Costa Rica. Longhorn.
And then Leah made a friend immediately.
There's a full working mini farm, free, completely unexpected. And then this guy. He appeared to be smiling at us. We smiled back. Honestly, it was one of the best moments of the day.
Behind the farm, a butterfly garden, also free, also incredible, and the gift shop was pretty nice too. The stop we didn't want to make turned into one of the genuine surprises of the entire day.
7 hours, $139 each. A rainforest, suspension bridges, crazy ants, hummingbirds, and somehow a peacock in the happiest pig in Central America. Puntarenas, absolutely worth getting off the ship, and we felt safe. Acajutla, El Salvador. This port comes with cruise line required police escorts. Our guide handled it seamlessly, and we were moving within minutes. That's really all there is to say about that.
The road climbs fast, somewhere around 3,000 feet, coffee plants everywhere. El Salvador produces some of the finest coffee in the world, and we're literally driving right through it.
Just before the park entrance, the locals have set up shop, roadside grills and snack stands built right into their front yards, entirely unofficial but completely charming.
Then you step in. The air at this elevation is cooler, quieter, a completely different world from the port below.
And that first viewpoint, yeah, that's the volcano.
3 trails. We took the one heading towards the volcano, which as decisions go was the right one. Check out this gorgeous view of the crater from the trailhead.
After the hike, the tour includes a snack and coffee at Casa 1800, a restaurant that is right on the property. That's the view from the patio. We'll give you a moment. They served us El Salvadorian coffee grown on the very slopes we just hiked and a slice of sweet cake they called quesadilla. And then this gentleman arrived, the self-appointed host of Casa 1800, 10 out of 10, no notes. Acajutla surprised us. If this port is on your itinerary, do not skip this excursion. El Salvador was behind us, and then this, a whole pod keeping pace with the ship. Some days the ocean just shows off. He's just showing off now.
Acapulco, the police were positioned and waiting at the dock. A full line of them right there. We flagged this in the intro. That's what it looked like, orderly, professional. We moved on to breakfast in the Terrace Cafe before heading ashore. The mountains have nothing to apologize for.
On the bus, Acapulco's situation becomes clear fast. This was once one of the most glamorous resort cities in the world. Hollywood royalty, heads of state, the full glamour circuit. Then came decades of cartel violence and hurricanes, which devastated the city almost overnight. What you see from the window is a place in recovery. Slowly, honestly. Our first stop was Los Flamingos Hotel up in the hills. In its prime, this hotel was the place. John Wayne was part owner. Johnny Westmuller, the original Tarzan, didn't just visit, he lived here. And he died here.
And then they brought us to this open-air bar, and then this. Whatever the city is going through below, the view hasn't changed, still delivering.
The exterior is pretty dated. It's enthusiastically pink. Next stop, La Quebrada. And if you don't know the cliff divers of Acapulco, here's what you need to know before you watch. These men climb down a sheer cliff face, then scale up the opposite wall to a platform 115 feet above the water. They've been doing this since 1934. The tradition passes from father to son. They dive into a narrow rock crevice and they have to time the ocean swells perfectly because the water depth changes with every wave. There is no margin for error. Oh, and the stairs down to the viewing area? Significant. The stairs back up? All of them.
And then 2 at once.
We made our way up to Las Brisas, where Acapulco's wealthy still live high above the bay. The views from up here tell a different story than the streets below. We also visited the Peace Chapel, La Capilla de la Paz. Small, quiet, genuinely beautiful.
The cross is a landmark you can see from the water coming in. It's actually larger than Christ the Redeemer.
The tour wrapped up at a jewelry store. Silver pieces, free drinks, in a way that free drinks makes you feel slightly uneasy and prices that didn't match the moment. We found our way outside where this gentleman was holding court. He was quite interesting.
And the police were out in force, keeping everyone safe.
Acapulco is trying. The cliff divers still perform, the chapel still stands, Los Flamingos still has that view, but the city hasn't come back yet. And it shows. This is the one port on this itinerary where we'd think twice before stepping off the ship next time. We genuinely hope that changes. We'll see. Cabo San Lucas, 6:30 in the morning, and Cabo does not ease you in. I think these rock formations are one of the most photographed in the world. Cabo is always a tender port, but it's a short ride.
One nice thing about tenders, you get a great view of this ship. Armed officers at the port, standard for a major Mexican tourist destination.
We had 45 minutes before our excursion, so we walked the curved waterfront. No plan, just looking.
There's a surfboard installation along the walk, a full circle of boards, public art, very Cabo.
And then this one, working the crowd with zero apology. Sea lions in Cabo have completely given up on personal space, and we're here for it.
And the sign, well, that's just had to happen. It's the law.
Sunrider Tours, double-decker catamaran, 3-4 hours, open water whale watching. The captain had us at hello. Look at this boat, serious top deck, beautiful setup, plenty of seating, and they were serving drinks before we left the dock. Immediately, that was their word, immediately.
Party crowd was already going. It was barely 10 a.m. in the morning. God bless them. And then El Arco. The arch from the water is a completely different scale.
We were hoping to see a whale, maybe two. What actually happened, we were nowhere closer prepared.
Go right, left side of the ship.
Give me a tail.
There you go. Oh, you get pictures too.
There they are.
Just a couple.
Humpbacks in every direction, spouts, humps, and tails.
That greenish spot, that's the whale.
Right here is where he's saying. Okay. Got video on it.
Yeah, right there. Yep, see it? Right there?
And these two moving fast right alongside of us. The vista was right where we left her. And did I mention the open bar?
Tacos, nachos, on a boat, and seeing whales, there's genuinely nothing wrong with this. On the way back, El Arco again, a little different view from this side. Cabo San Lucas, one of the best excursions of this entire trip. If Sunrider is on your option list, book it. Don't overthink it.
Ensenada. We've been here before and honestly almost didn't get off the ship. If you've been here before, you know the drill. Downtown Ensenada is party central. Bars, shots, specials, and hawkers working every corner. Nothing wrong with it, just not us. So this time we went looking for a different kind of afternoon.
Okay, we have Google Maps to the walk path. It's about a 9-minute walk where we will go meet the minivan. It's going to take us to the spot.
All right. So we're at the pickup spot where the massage place will send a van to get you. Took us all of about 5 minutes to walk here.
We had a 90-minute couples massage with hot stones. $110 total included round-trip transportation. It wasn't a 5-star spa, but it was clean, professional, and we walked out feeling like we hit a reset button. These final 5 ports complete our 53-day journey exploring much of South America. If you want to see the trip from beginning to end, check out this episode where we board the Ozamar Quest in Barbados. If you want more information on Oceania, check out this video for our most recent tips and tricks. If you follow us on Facebook, you will get live updates when we are traveling. Thanks for following along. We'll see you on the next adventure.